1 minute to go for race 2 on December 1st. The current is still pushing out pretty hard. You can tell from the way the committee boat is swung. Everyone is now here on time. The question is, will they be over early? The starting line's been reoriented a bit, slid around with the pin moved up considerably for the right shift. The breeze has come back almost all the way to the left, not quite. That favors the pin end. And Andrew Baker's setting up pretty far left again, looking good again. John Power is here towards the right, so is Ika with Lars Carlson. They made that nice comeback to 6th. And as time runs out, Ika's a little bit of trouble. Are they going to be over early? Is Rigel going to push him over? There's the gun. I believe it's all clear with Andrew Baker taking the pin. 18 on their hip is Jim Davidian, looking pretty good down there. 24 and 15, just left of midline. That is Kevin Stevenson on Stiletto. And John Power and Freedom did pretty well. Ika's looking okay at the right end. But this right end is not favored right now. The breeze has come back left since the sequence started. And so getting off on the lifted tack, but from well behind, is 20 Frank McNamara's team on Raw. So if the breeze goes back right, they can get back into this. Otherwise, they are starting near the back. Has anyone tacked down there and made it across? It looks like one boat has. 15 has. That's John Power's tacked to port. So Frank's not going to get them, even if the wind goes right. And if it doesn't go right, Frank's not getting anybody. Andrew Baker is going to get current pushed above the barge. So the barge turned out not to be in the way. Oh, but it's closed down there.
You can make a comment how we have too many people in the cockpit and capo and they're too flat.
Yeah, the capo is dropped to last, and they've got everybody sitting back in the cockpit. Let's join them. Let's pull out the cocktails, pop a wheelie. No, they need to sit forward. Is this a race class boat?
Yes.
Okay, because I got the small jib up as well. So it looks like everybody made it across the bow of the barge, despite our placement of the pin. And now that these boats are finally tacking to port, the breeze has come back right a little bit. So Andrew Baker's winning this race, but Frank McNamara might have caught up a little bit. And I wonder how well John Power's doing over there. Well, they don't have a ton of breeze on that right side. So the boats that start at the pin are still doing well here with Andrew Baker, 24 being Kevin Stevenson on Stiletto, and Jim Davidian on Mars over here by the Hyatt. Davidian coming on the left side looking good. Andrew Baker's tacked back to starboard to check in with him and still has the lead. What's he going to do here as Davidian goes behind him? So Andrew Baker, after crossing Jim Davidian, has gone pretty far left. He's split quite a bit. It's John Power underneath him here. Meanwhile, on the right, we've got Stiletto and 24 and Mars right here, Jim's boat, which was, when we last checked in, a close second. It may still be that way. I think Davidian's up to first now. I think that Baker went too far left and is overstood. Should be tacking, well, not quite yet. There's Baker, now making a beeline for the weather mark. It'll be close. Through the fleet, we see John Power in 4th. Perry actually is about 5th where he was the first race at this time. Frank never recovered after going right. There's just nothing over there. Well, it looks like Andrew Baker's going into a dip. So we do have our first leader, not boat 26. It's Jim Davidian's team. Hey, there's Jim Davidian racing in his signature blue jeans in the winter.
It's also Charlie Quigley in blue jeans.
Oh.
No, they're both in blue jeans.
Okay.
Charlie's skippering.
Oh, Charlie's skippering that boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a blue jeans guy. Ooh, the pole's back too early, too far. They're not looking at it. Not looking at the spinnaker when they pull the pole back.
God, yeah. That's Kevin Stevenson.
So Stiletto's got the brakes on. And Freedom is going to possibly sneak in underneath. Unfortunately, they're going to do so going into some bad air process. But Stiletto still has the pole all the way back on a reach. It's finally going forward now, which is bad timing for Freedom. Okay, the next group of boats for is this fifth place. Bob Perry on the inside and closer to us. It's Jonathan Austin's young team. Pulled back too quickly on Rigel. And problem, it's too easy to get it back when it doesn't want to be back. Wasabi with a halyard problem. Is this the Sorcerer?
Sorcerer's a black one, yeah.
Their pole is already far enough back. They just need to pull the spinnaker up, which they do. That was pretty good. Jib could have come down even sooner, though. It could have been a Simo jib drop spinnaker up. No, they just pulled the pole back too far. It's all reaching. And Tuesday's getting the spinnaker up early and quickly. That's good. Jibs need to come down pretty quickly as well. Again, the pole came back too far on this boat. A little late on the hoist here. Not that it matters because they're in bad air underneath Santuza. They too pull the pole back, but they're going into a jibe. Right into a jibe. Now Jeannie needs to get that pole forward, which she does. She pushes it forward, gets the jib down, and that should fill momentarily and look pretty good because it's trimmed just right. Nice job.
They could pick up some boats here.
Yeah. That's one of the better roundings we've seen here. More boats coming around now. This is, we think, a boat that used to be about third or fourth Kevin Stevenson's team. And the pole looks way higher than the clue, but the side-to-side trim, little heel angle. The bearing off, though. They are getting a little bit of a header. It could work. Crew is smartly raising the clue of this spinnaker. Needs to be trimmed. No, don't pull the guy back. Guy's already way back.
Wrong side of the sun.
Well, the pole's way back on this boat. That looks weird for such light air. No, they pulled it back further. Oh. Going a different direction than everybody. Everybody else is reaching. They're trying to run. Well, I mean, it's not collapsing, so it's not devastating. It just doesn't quite look right. Jim Davidian's got it looking pretty good down there. Their pole is forward, on the correct angle for the light air, and they may be taking the lead on this. They rounded first. That's right, they rounded first, so they're still in the lead. Checking in one seat again, Jim Davidian's boat with Charlie Quigley at the helm. We're leading by miles now. Andrew Stevenson's doing the running thing, and given that there's slightly more breeze over there, that could be good for second. Meanwhile, the boat that was second has been stalled here a long time. They're now trying to jibe the spinnaker around the headstay. It's not going well. And this is the most breeze they've had in a while. They're not using it. They're going to get rolled. They're getting rolled by the Sorcerer, Saul Rosen at the helm. And Sorcerer was pretty far back at the first mark, I believe. And way over here, 15 is John Power doing a radical move. Okay, well, a bit of a compression of the fleet. However, Bob Perry's going to jibe away to stop that nonsense and stay away from these other boats. Problem is, jibing is a little bit cumbersome in this light stuff. We need to keep the boat heeled to the new leeward side while working the bow. Hard to do. So Bob Perry, the boat that jibed away, is moving pretty well. Look what happened to Saul as he continued to drive up into Andrew Baker. Now he's just collapsed underneath him. That's not lack of wind, that's just a lack of positioning. Because everyone else has breeze. So Bob Perry's going to be able to jibe back and maybe get a fourth out of this. That one, the horn was for the winner, way down there, with Quiggs at the helm. And finally jibing. I don't think he's going to hold on to second. I think Andrew Stevenson is going to take second, as they can put a little heel angle on that boat and sail the spinnaker a little more properly. Bob Perry is making his final jibe now, we think in fourth place, but they sail the boat pretty well, so there's still an opportunity for them to move up. Wasabi with the American flag shoots flying over there, right towards us. Bob Perry has it trimmed now, as does Team John Power. Well, now Bob Perry has a problem with sailing into another boat and has to jibe away. He's done that before this leg. And this middle group has finally sorted themselves out, and they're starting to move again. But it does look like third is going to go to Wasabi. And after that, it's really close. Maybe John Power gets fourth, although I'm thinking maybe 22 is going to get fourth. All right, this is a close finish with all these boats. So Wasabi will be third, and after that, who knows? Wow. Oh, don't tell me Andrew Baker's going to slide through here for fourth. Saul Rosen's got to give way to boat 14. Takes him off course a little bit. I've got 26, 23, 14.
Got it. Yep, I agree. And outside, then Santuza. So that's not over yet.
That's the Petapod did okay on this.
I can't tell whether it's 22 or 15.
Yeah, but we got these right.
And then we know it's 21.19. Santuza might have got 15.
Boy, what a close finish. Okay, and then the others are a little more spaced out. This is Jim O'Leary coming down, the head of racing class.